I caught the killing strike on both forearms, stance locked, heels planted in shrine dust. For half a breath, the demon stood still. Then, its whole body settled into my form. Same elbow height, same knee bend, same angled wrists. The defense that stopped it became its property. It stepped past me and broke that copied guard on Master Hana. Her staff clattered. She hit the stone step hard, blood at her mouth, breath gone. I covered her with the high block I had drilled for years. The demon already owned that high block. Its forearm mirrored mine and drove under my guard, cracking my ribs open to cold air. Master Hana whispered for me to run. Every successful stop taught the demon a new way to end us. The wolf spirit cut between us without striking, head turning before the next charge, our only unread variable. I hauled Master Hana under the arm and forced us through the gate rope onto the cedar path. The demon followed, practicing my stance in the lantern light. I still believed mastery meant reproducing the same perfect defensive form until my hand shook and the wolf refused to match my rhythm. We staggered past the offering hall. Master Hana's weight pulled at my shoulder. I wanted another clean block. The wolf cut left instead, and for the first time that night, I moved because the animal moved, not because a drill told me where to plant my feet. Master Hana's blood marked the boards. The wolf never attacked. It only angled where the strike would come, and I hated needing that. The shrine rope burned my palm as we fled. I set Master Hana against the water basin and turned back because a trainee does not abandon a fight. The demon came through the cedars with my high block already built into its arms. I switched to a low, sweeping parry. Wood met claw and held. The demon shuddered, then lowered into that same sweep, hips and wrists exact. The next time it used the sweep, it tore a shrine post free and threw the post through the place where Master Hana had sat a breath earlier. Different consequence, same teaching. The wolf barked once without teeth and dragged my sleeve toward the left path. I pulled free. Perfect form was still the only language I trusted. On the gravel, I tried a cross-arm cover against the downward strike. It worked. The demon learned the cross-arm cover. Seconds later, that cover crushed the offering box beside Master Hana's head. I shouted at the wolf to stay clear, as if the animal were the problem. It kept moving early, body tipping before the demon's shoulders did, reading hostile intent the way I read drill charts. I refused the signal and planted for another textbook stop. Master Hana dragged herself upright and told me the demon was collecting me, piece by piece. Hits I landed on its ribs did nothing for its power. Only my successful defenses fed it. The wolf cut across my lead foot and nearly tripped me into motion I had not chosen. I cursed and reset my stance. If I blocked again the way I always blocked, Master Hana would not get another chance. Master Hana slipped behind the bell tower, and the demon followed her scent through the ropes. I ran the shortest line and set the same cross-arm cover because it had worked once, and my body still wanted the drill. The demon owned that cover. It drove through my arms and past me, catching Master Hana at the hip and slamming her into the tower wall. She slid down and did not rise. That failed rescue cracked something harder than bone. The wolf stood in front of me, not between me and glory, only between me and the next repeated mistake. Its ears flattened a half breath before the demon's weight shifted. I stopped planting. I let the animal move first. When the wolf cut right, I cut right without a block. When it dropped low, I dropped with it, shoulder grazing gravel, no stop offered for the demon to steal. The demon swung through empty air where my perfect high block should have been. Feints, evasions, timing borrowed from fur and breath. Master Hana's eyes tracked us from the wall. I did not explain. I matched the wolf's pace around the hanging ropes, using shrine posts as turns the demon had never learned from a successful defense, because I refused to give it one. The wolf never bit, never sealed, never struck. It only showed when intent rose in the demon's frame, and I finally obeyed. My hands stayed open. My feet stayed late by choice. For the first time, the demon looked incomplete, full of stolen guards and empty of the movement I had stopped teaching it. We drew the demon onto the stepped path between the main gate and the purification trough, ground I knew by foot memory. The wolf took the lead half-step, and I followed half a step late, never setting a stopping defense the demon could copy. It threw my high block. I was not there. It threw my sweep. Gravel took the strike instead of bone. It threw the crossarm cover into the trough rail and splintered wood that was not me. Master Hana pulled herself to the rope line and held on. I used the hanging bells as motion the demon had never learned from a successful stop, letting bronze sound mark the wolf's turns rather than my old counts. The demon lunged for the place where a rigid trainee should have planted. The wolf angled left. I angled left. We passed under the gate beam together, full bodies clear of the strike. Pursuit geography did the rest. Narrow stone, wet boards, a drop to the garden that punished a heavy copied stance. The demon overcommitted into its stolen guard, skidded across wet boards, and fell into the lower garden. The gate wall trapped it below while the wolf led Master Hana and me through the outer gate. I did not finish it with a new power or ask the wolf to attack. Its learned defenses struck empty air below as the shrine went still. Master Hana breathed. The wolf sat. I adjusted my weight to the animal's pace, shoulders loose, heels ready to leave instead of lock, and stayed there until my breathing matched its quiet. I chose the wolf's quiet timing over my perfect form for the rest of that night.